Hello and welcome sports fans to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and business sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy, along with Johnny McCoy on the camera. We're bringing you NWAC, South Region Women's Soccer, as the RCC Ospreys play host to the Portland Community College Panthers. We're glad that you could be here, and we welcome you to our Lithia Superstore pregame show presented by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. We're pleased that you are joining us for this event on TableRockSports.net and welcome our home and visiting fans to the broadcast. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And for those of you, the 3,300 that have done so already, we thank you for that. And we're glad to be here. We got both teams out here on the field. Let's go ahead and clear this out of there. Not wasting any time in terms of getting this on today, so we'll get the scoreboard up. And then we'll also get you the starting lineups as soon as possible. Thanks to coaches Wilmot and also the coach for the Panthers, Sean Bundy. The officials surveying the field, and the whistle blows, and the match is underway. Ospreys riding a 3-match winning streak, looking to keep that alive, come in with the South Region record of 3-1. Meanwhile, the Panthers come in at 2-2. Mary Whalen is number 17 for the Ospreys. She'll work it upfield to Junker. Little back and forth play out there. Whalen can't get onto it. Sophomore. This is her second year with the program. Inbounding Yesenia Gaspar. RCC with it now. They'll work it back to their star goalkeeper, Esme Barnes. She'll work it over left side to Christensen. Touch heavy out of bounds. It will be Panther ball. Panthers have a look, goes way over the post. Let's go ahead and introduce that starting lineup as they set up the goal kick. First of all, for the Panthers, it is Calvert, Lauren Bell, Yesenia Gaspar, Mira Thornton, Carly Murray, Melanie Lopez, Tierra Braithwaite, Aurora Hammerstead, Elsie Balbuena Vasquez, Jennifer Valencia, and Jocelyn De Los Santos. Meanwhile, counter by the Ospreys, headed toward the middle of the field. Junker gets a boot on it. Sends it back for Michaela Peterson. Looking at the Osprey starting lineup, it'll look like this. Barnes at goalkeeper. The defenders, Reagan Hussey, Mackenzie Christensen, Michaela Peterson, and Katie Erno. Midfielders, Emma Bone, Megan Vorberg, Riley Junker, Isabella Botero, Gabrielle Heverly, and Mary Whalen. Peterson looking right wing for Whalen. Mary can't quite get there in time. It'll go out of bounds for the Panther throw. There with a throw is Emerson Monty. Offsides the call against the Ospreys, and bringing it way upfield. Goalkeeper is Alina Calvert. Lets it fly on into traffic. There to meet it and greet it for the Ospreys is Emma Bone. Panther throw. Jocelyn De Los Santos trying to get a boot on it, out of bounds. It'll be Osprey ball. Erno with the throw. Looks like we might have, we got Haiti Farrell in the match. Looks like Coach Wilmot has changed things up a little bit in his starting lineup. Fight for the ball, won by the Panthers. They'll work it, middle of the field. Right side, far side of the field. Trying to clear it out of there is Christensen for RCC. Flag comes up, and it will be a throw for Portland Community College. Bone gets a header on it. Upfield it goes for Botero, the Ospreys' leading scorer with 6 on the season. Portland trying to get it going early. Barnes at 82%. One of the top goalkeepers in NWAC. Whalen working the right side. Trying to send it up for Junker. Heavy on the touch. Out of bounds it'll go. It'll be a goal kick for Portland Community College. Calvert sends it upfield. Farrell gets in there. Little race for the ball. Erno lets it go. Ospreys on the attack. Try to get their first look of the game. Up the left wing, and out it goes. Erno with the header. Junker undercut by the goalkeeper. Whistle on the play. And this will set up a penalty kick opportunity for RCC. Mary Whalen looking like she's going to take care of that penalty kick. Here we go. Whalen versus Calvert. The kick, and it is blocked. Always a little bit of a mental chess match that goes on there. Calvert reading that one and blocks the attempt by Mary Whalen. Farrell trying to fight for the ball over to this far side of us. Upfield. The Ospreys go, but cleared out by the Panthers. Bone with it. She'll work it right side for Peterson. Upfield. Here's Whalen on the right wing. Over the back line it goes. It'll be a goal kick for Calvert and the Panthers. Running onto it, Carly Murray. Murray wearing number 3. RCC trying to steal that one away. Farrell looking for Yunker, but it is broken up by Emerson Monty. Panthers working on the counter. Plenty of defenders back for RCC. One v 2. Over there is number 5. That is Melanie Alcantar Lopez. Throw for Portland. Farrell gets ahead on it. Erno trying to serve it upfield. Coming onto it. Winning it back. Portland Community College. Up the wing, Christensen there. Running alongside Lopez. Deflected out. Corner kick opportunity for PCC. In traffic, across the face of the goal. And away it flies for the goal kick for Portland Community College. Scoreless match thus far. Johnny and I getting our first look at the women's team. We've had the opportunity to call some of the men's matches. They're in a nice little stretch of time off right now. Talking with Coach Greg Millick earlier, he said couldn't come at a better time and get ready and prepared as they make the turn on the season and really start getting into the meat of regional play. Feed into the middle. There to deflect for RCC. Ball goes rolling back. Barnes runs onto it. Product of Ashland High School there to smother it. And gets ready to boot it away. Megan Vorberg wearing 22 for Rogue. Portland on the attack. Defensive numbers back for the Ospreys. Vorberg working defensively against Lopez. Deflected away. They'll knock it back for Monty. Down in the corner. Out it goes. Looks like this is going to be a Panther throw. So far, early possession favoring the Panthers. Down in the corner. Battle for the ball. Portland with the throw. Taken out by RCC, but they're getting a foot on it. For the Panthers is Jocelyn De Los Santos. Kick awarded to RCC. Barnes getting ready to boot it away. As Yonker and Botero upfield. Yonker there, and now Vorberg. She's going to dish it off for Whalen. Whalen with a little bit of pressure. Out of bounds it goes. Whalen throw for Michaela Peterson. Little exchange. Christensen coming on for the Ospreys. Vorberg battling for the ball against Lopez. She wins it, sends it back to her back line. Christensen looking upfield. Yonker trying to run onto it. Little foot race to the ball. She's running out ahead. Also has Botero, and she's looking in the direction of Isabella and can't quite get it on target. It'll be a goal kick for Portland Community College. Long goal kick. Christensen coming onto it. Boots it out. Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, FM 107.9, and streaming at theacesportsradio.com, featuring 5 live NFL games a week. The Ace Sports Radio. Christensen sends it back for her keeper. Barnes looking right. Over for Michaela Peterson. Whalen with it now. Whistle blows. Looks like we've got substitutions coming on for Coach Bundy and company. Coming off will be Jennifer Valencia, also Ilse Balbuena Vasquez. One of the subs into the ball game will be Leah Lopez Trinidad. She'll get ready to take care of the throw for her team. 1v1 battle for the ball. Now fighting for it. Farrell with it. Possession in the direction of the Ospreys. Botero. And coming on to it, snaring it away, is Jocelyn De Los Santos. Vorberg trying to fight for it. Clears it out. Junker can't quite get there in time. Panthers down in the corner. Erno trying to defend the territory there for RCC. And it'll be a Portland throw. Erno with it. Ospreys trying to win this one back. Down in front of the net. Couple of deflections. Out of bounds it'll go. A corner kick awarded to Portland Community College. Almost 20 minutes into the match. Most of the action thus far on this side of the field. Free kick for, I should say goal kick for RCC. Send the ball upfield. Murray getting ahead on it for the Panthers. Out of bounds, and Trinidad with the throw. Murray looking right. Over for De Los Santos. Murray trying to work her way through traffic. Bone back there for the Ospreys. Erno sending it upfield, looking in the direction of Junker. Junker going to try to see if she can't get there. Not quite in time. Hammerstedt. And now RCC on the attack. And the kick deflected. Botero. Bella with 6 goals on the season and 2 assists. Trying to get her team on the board. But it will be a corner kick for RCC. Their first of the match. That'll bring numbers forward. Corner kick. Christensen there. Junker trying to get a boot on the ball. Cleared away by Portland. But Whalen is there for RCC. And it is poked away by Susana Roman Marquez. Substitution into the match for Gavin Wilmot. Whalen will come out for a breather. And from here, it looks like that's number 2, which would be Katie Christensen. Actually, Whalen remains in the match, so I'm not exactly sure where the substitution occurred, but we have a new player on, and it'll be Katie Christensen with the throw. Bone. Little foot race to the ball. She'll send it back to Reagan Hussey. Now coming on to it, trying to run, trying to get there to the ball. Erno. He'll go out of bounds where it'll be a throw for the Panthers. Momentary discussion between Coach Wilmot and the lead official. Murray trying to work against Whalen. She comes up with the steal. She works up the left side. Tell she's looking center for Junker, but it is cleared out by Portland. Trinidad trying to get there, but Christensen gets there first. Delivers for Vorberg. Deflected away. Looked like that was last touched by Murray. It'll be Christensen with the throw for RCC. Fall sports action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com. And our presenting sponsor is Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, now with 9 locations to serve you. Upfield, Whalen trying to do battle there. Bone trying to get there. It's Portland now on the attack. Peterson dishes off for Lopez, being guarded by Whalen. Contact in front of the net. Corner kick for Portland. I believe that's Murray over there with the service. Kick deflected. And it bounces off the near post, but Barnes there to retrieve it. Close call. And Barnes comes away with it. Look upfield and getting a forehead on it. Emerson Monty. Katie Christensen with the ball now. Eludes one defender, but getting there is Mira Thornton. Thornton wearing number 24 for the Portland Panthers. Free kick awarded to RCC. Try to work the ball middle. Ella Santos sends it back. Calvert. Little pop-up kick. Now straight up the middle. It's Roman Marquez with the ball. Dishes right. Lopez there working against Erno. Little foot race to the ball. Down on the corner. And getting into the fray for RCC is Mackenzie Christensen. Out of bounds. Portland throw. Getting into traffic. The shot high. And off to the left. Goal kick awarded to the Ospreys. Barnes getting ready to send it upfield. One of several locally based players on this RCC squad. Got my first chance to watch her play when she played at Ashland a couple of years ago during their playoff run then. Katie Christensen, upfield it goes for Whalen. There to clear it out, Aurora Hammerstedt. Osprey throw. Knocked away once again, and once again it's Hammerstedt. RCC throw. Foul called against RCC. Ball lofted upfield. Katie Christensen there. Peterson gets a boot on it. But there to meet it is Emerson Monty. Up the sideline. The Ospreys getting back defensively. And now a trio of substitutions into the ball game for the Panthers. Looks like among them is Valencia. Barnes will send it right. Peterson upfield. Stepping in front of it is Monty. Hammerstedt looking for Calvert, the goalkeeper. She'll boot it out. And this will go out of bounds just to our right. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Buck for Kids Day was this month. Over $950,000 was raised for kids in 2023 by Dutch Bros and the customers who support them. A little less than 14 minutes, plus whatever stoppage, and I don't imagine there'll be much. Thankfully, it has been a quiet half in terms of any major infractions or injuries. Alina Calvert will take care of the goal kick, and Alina, not just a goalkeeper, but she will also spend time up at the forward position. Mackenzie Christensen there. RCC throw. Erno looking for Whalen. Whalen in the attack up the wing, looking for Botero. And delivers that right to the bread basket of the goalkeeper, Calvert. And it remains a scoreless game. Mackenzie Christensen switches fields over to Katie Christensen. She splits the defenders. There with the ball for RCC is Sophia Source, who's in the match, wearing number 3, a second-year player in the Osprey program. Katie Christensen trying to get loose of a defender. Out of bounds it goes. Aurora Hammerstedt back there for the Panthers, and she'll Actually, that is Leah Lopez Trinidad there. Trinidad, number 13. Hammerstead, number 12. Getting ahead on it is Trinidad, deflected out of bounds. Rogue throw. Otero trying to work between a pair of defenders. Deflected out. Osprey ball. Katie Christensen, Vorberg. Now for Source. Source looking upfield. Whalen's able to get there. And she works between a couple of defenders. Once again, they go on the attack. Whalen up the left side. Tries to shake the defender. And she gets loose of the goalkeeper, but it is deflected away. She keeps possession of the ball. Play on, says the official. Source with it. Sends it back to Erno. Erno up the left side. She'll give it a long kick into the side netting. RCC with a couple of late looks here in the first half. Invite you to stick around for our Medford Parks and Rec halftime report. We'll be checking in with RCC men's coach Greg Millick. His team on a bit of a run and in the middle of a well-earned break. Erno with the header. Trying to get there is Whalen. Whalen met defensively by Jennifer Valencia. Erno. And it looks like this will be a throw for Portland. Today's game is brought to you in part by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass on the banks of the Rogue River and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. Looks like Whalen with the header for RCC. That will bounce out. 10 minutes, give or take, left in the first half. Scoreless match. Ospreys looking for their fourth consecutive victory. Some of those Washington matches didn't prove to be kind to them, but valuable in terms of their experience. In the last several games, they've gotten it dialed in. There's a look by Portland Community College, but it ends up sailing across the face of the net. Well out of harm's way if you're an Osprey fan. Rogue will try and work it out of the back. Oh, for Bone. Bone looking for Vorberg. Vorberg. Little battle for the ball there. There's Bone, however. Mackenzie Christensen. Hussey over to the left side to Erno. Erno able to get onto it. And sends it toward the middle. Source trying to fight for the ball. There for Portland is Hammerstedt. Right side of the Portland attack. Shot on goal, but there to smother it, Esme Barnes. Long ball, way upfield. Calvert will boot it out. Source is there to meet it. She'll send it left for Vorberg. And that'll end up deflecting off of Mendez for Portland. Panthers with the throw. De Los Santos will take care of it. Trying to run in on it for RCC is Source, but it is controlled by the Panthers. Panthers on the move up the right side, and it ends up sailing over the fence onto the lawn beyond and into the parking lot. Portland set piece. Sends it into traffic. Out beyond the far post, a Portland player who can't quite get there. Rogue with the goal kick back there. Barnes along with Hussey, the center back. Barnes up the middle to Bone. Hussey. Now Mackenzie Christensen. Wearing the brace on that left leg. You can tell there were a lot of injuries on this Osprey team last year. Still managing to have a successful season in spite of it. Now on the attack, looking in the direction of Whalen, but is broken up and cleared out by Portland. Upfield it goes. Looks like we got Trinidad there. Near steal by Katie Christensen. Peterson clears it out after the pressure by Mendez. Goal kick, lofted high. Murray there to meet it for Portland. Upfield they go. Hussey gets it cleared out. Botero there. Botero working against the defender, going left side. She has Whalen up the middle, and she'll fire a shot fielded on the bounce by Calvert. And the Panther goalkeeper sends it away. Bone working it around the horn. Peterson, now Hussey. Peterson up the right. There's Katie Christensen. And tapped away. Emerson Monty. Botero going to come out for a break. And it looks like we've got Riley Yunker checking back into the match. Also a substitution on for Portland Community College. Coming in is Lauren Bell. Yunker with it. Header bounces off the turf. So RCC continues knocking on the door here late in the first half of the match, but it remains scoreless. boot upfield. Murray trying to get there, along with Source. Back it goes. Mackenzie Christensen trying to keep it inbounds. She does. Tries to thread that needle. Vorberg is there for RCC. She'll work, trying to work toward the center. And it is broken up by Portland Community College. Mira Thornton breaking to the inside. Out of bounds, over the back line it'll go. Lippert's Carpet One, serving Southern Oregon families since 1957. Hardwood, waterproof plank, carpet, laminate, and tile. Certified installers. There's a look in front of the net, cleared out by the Ospreys. Lippert's Carpet One in Medford and Grants Pass. Have a player down for Portland. Gets a little help up from the lead official. Back up on her feet. And good to go once again. Jennifer Valencia for the Panthers. Ball down on the corner. Try to work it toward the middle. Ospreys momentarily clear it out. And the whistle blows. That means it is halftime. Still scoreless after 45 minutes of play. We have the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report coming up. And during that time, our special guest will be RCC men's soccer coach Greg Millick. We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
I love being a nurse, and RCC was the best way for me to start as a nurse. There's so many options for nursing pathways and healthcare jobs. I'm just so grateful that through RCC's nursing program, I was able to be a successful ICU nurse right out of the gate. Becoming a nurse through RCC changed my life. So I encourage anyone who's looking for a change in your personal or professional path to check out RCC. I found my path at RCC.
Carpet One, we can help you find the perfect floor.
Mom, I spilled again.
Try this. It's waterproof. I think this is it. Come see it in store. Our experts have it organized by color and style.
And right now, Lippert's is making floor shopping easy with the one-step flooring sale. Save up to 50% and pay no interest for 18 months. Come in and enjoy a seamless shopping experience today. Lippert's Carpet One, Medford and Grants Pass.
Hi, Rod here. Are you tired of sleeping on a hot, miserable mattress? It's time to save on a cool, comfortable night's sleep from Medford Mattress. Discover the full line of Beauty Rest with advanced cooling technology and the super comfortable Beauty Rest Black. Great sleep is a luxury you deserve. If you want to save on a cool, comfortable, healthy night's sleep, now's your chance. Only at Medford Mattress, downtown Medford, where quality is not costly.
It's halftime, and right now a scoreless match between the Panthers and the women's Ospreys. Right now, an opportunity to visit with the men's coach for RCC, Greg Millick. Greg, you've had a busy month of action, but kind of in a nice little sweet spot here as your team catches a little bit of a break. It's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, no, it's good. We've just come through really a lot of games in the early schedule, and out of the what's called the crossover, where we play the Western region one time through, and we're sitting on top of the South right now. And we get a little bit of a break here. Don't play until next Wednesday, and so it's nice to kind of get all those bumps and scrapes all cleaned up and ready to go for our league season.
Well, it's crazy to me in that if you're working at the four-year college level, or you're working at the high school level, you get anywhere from 2 to 4 years with a player. Your cycles at the junior college level are very tight. And so thus it means, I think, for a fan, it means from year to year, your teams end up, well, in the 4 or 5 years that I've been around the program, every year is so different. So with this 2024 edition of the Ospreys, tell us about this team and its identity.
Yeah, I mean, it's the junior college life. There's turnover at the maximum you get 2 years with them, and at a minimum you get 1 season with them. So there's a lot of turnover in the roster from year to year. The 2024 edition of our squad is very talented but very young, and we've got sophomores carried over from last year who are on a very successful team, and we were on a very older team last year. Lots of sophomores in the group, and so that maturing that took place for that group in 2022, we're kind of back in that first-year cycle with a lot of new freshmen. So they're getting experience, getting thrown in the ocean, and here you go. You got to swim, and they're going to get a lot of experience, and they're going to do the maturing through gameplay. And if this is a learning year, to be where we're at in the standings right now, and hopefully going to turn it into another postseason berth would be great, and then bring all those guys back again as sophomores and have a great sophomore class.
Well, defensively, one of the things that jumps out at me, and you know that in the run of play, there's going to be errors. There's going to be mistakes. The only guys that don't make any mistakes are the guys that don't do anything. But what's remarkable to me is along your back line, I try to recall in the few games that I've seen, this looks like it's just a smart group that does not hurt you with silly mistakes.
Yeah, no, the guys in the back line that we have, and we have one sophomore who's from the team last year, and that's Nolan Geller. Mm-hmm. And we brought in Mike Muchakian and Dustin Donnelly, and then we've kind of platooned some guys now that we're playing in a back four. We began the year in a back three. And so now we're in a back four. So you've got Jesus Duarte, another freshman that we're playing at outside back a bunch. We've rotated some guys. James Montaille is another one that we rotate back there. The word I use for them is patience, because those guys, Mike, Dustin, Nolan, nothing really bothers them. And it's really interesting to watch them because no matter what the pressure comes, they just read the play and they make the right read and they execute. And so not a lot of mistakes, but that patience and that just being able to take a deep breath and kind of calm it down, that's what makes them successful.
Well, I imagine it's got to be a relief, a nice feeling for Kean back in the net. And here's a guy that, has kind of played his way into the position and seen a lot of solid performances from him this year. Yeah,
Key was a guy that came to us last year as a freshman, and between him and Giovanni Rodriguez, there was a lot of rotation between the goalkeepers, and we got to postseason play, and Giovanni Rodriguez was going to be the guy for us in the postseason. And, fortunately for us, he makes the play he did in the quarterfinal game. Unfortunately, it's a rule violation, and he was sent off. But Key was able to grab his gear and get in there. And obviously, history as it is. We win the game and we go up there and play in the Final Four. Not the result we were looking for out of that, but Key stood on his head up there, and he was amazing. And so we kind of knew going into the offseason a lot of our efforts were going to be in on Kean, and we put a lot of work into him, and we kind of knew he was going to be kind of the guy this year. Not to say anything about the other two goalkeepers we have on our roster. We knew what we had with him, and so yeah, I think he knows. I mean, he knows two of those guys. He grew up with two of those guys because they're all from Las Vegas, and they all played together in club. And Key was instrumental in helping us recruit those boys, and so yeah, I think the comfort level with the back line. Key has to feel good and calm with those guys in front of him.
Well, and then the attack. What's interesting to me is that, I mean, you've had squads where one guy pretty well shouldered the load for scoring. You've got the wealth spread around with this group, whether it's Castro. We saw Moses with the brace last Saturday, and Klipfel, seeing good. It just looks like it's a good distribution. It's not like it falls all on one person's shoulders.
Yeah, I like it better this way because it gives you're very dynamic in that, if Moses both, he's had 2 home games in a row, 2 braces. So we're going to be very excited for another home game for Moses. Hopefully he can keep that going, but also we want to see him score on the road. But you're right. I mean, Elias has really come alive this year. He was a recruit last year as a freshman that I think came in and was kind of sort of figuring the league out and understanding that speed of play. And now I think mentally, Eli has figured out what he needs to do to make things happen. He's on an 8-game streak right now where he's either scored a goal or he has an assist. He leads all NWAC in assists. I mean, he's really, really put it together. So, I mean, if you're going to key in on a guy, and last match, South Puget Sound did that. They said 14's the guy, 14's the guy. But as you alluded to, Moses got the brace. So we can kind of spread it around. And I like it better that way, not to take anything away from, Joel Serrarde in his time with us. But, everybody knew the ball was going to Joel, and that was the guy that was going to score. And so when you can spread the wealth around and goals come from all over the place, it's a wonderful thing because the other team can't key in on one guy, and it makes it very difficult on them.
Well, of course, you talked about the tight cycle, and other teams in the South region experience it too. What's this year looking like? As it is right now, as you mentioned, you guys are right in the thick of things and right there, at the top of things. But what's the rest of the South looking? Where's some matches coming up there? You go, okay, there's going to be some big ones that really kind of sort things out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of right off the bat. Wednesday, we go to Portland Community College, and they're right there. They're right there with us. And then Chemeketa at home on the weekend, and they're right there with us as well. It's kind of a three-team race up there, and we're all within a point of each other if we're not all tied on 9 points. Going into play this weekend. Now, those teams will play this weekend. We got the early bye week, so we'll have a game in hand to kind of see where things are at. But right off the bat, I mean, Portland's up there, Chemeketa's up there, and then we get Lane Community College, and Lane's kind of a conundrum right now watching their score lines because they have games where they score a bunch of goals and they have games where they give up a bunch of goals. So we don't know quite what they bring to the table on a consistency basis, but that's going to be a big game. It always is. And then, don't write off SWAC. I know they're on 3 or 4 points right now. I know they're on the bottom of the table, but this region is just it's a grind, and the first trip through is going to be really, really key for us to see where we're going to land at the end.
Well, one thing for sure, things look like you got everything all trending in the right direction. Most days everything comes out pretty well. I thought, what was it? I think it was Highline we had here a couple of weeks ago. And,
yeah.
And you look at that, knowing what Highline's tradition is, and again, a lot of new faces in key roles on your program, and yet you guys went toe-to-toe with them and gave them a good fight.
Yeah, that was a great match. The only downside of it was we didn't win the game, but the play that we produced as a group and from the starting 11 to the guys we brought off the bench, really a complete performance outside of really 2 mental switch-offs. And like you say, I mean, great teams you switch off for 1 second, they're going to punish you. And that's what Highline did to us with 2. They switched off for 1 moment with us on a short corner, and Dustin Donnelly buried it in the goal. And so those are those, when you're playing, with the big boys, as they say, I mean, those are those moments, right? You have to limit the mental errors. And for us, like, that's the big one for us being young, is we haven't quite learned all of those switching off those mental errors. And so that's what we keep working on every day.
Well, I was going to say, if this is rebuilding, it's a doggone good rebuild, and it's been a lot of fun to watch. Well, we wish you all the best on your forthcoming trip to Portland, and we look forward to seeing you guys again down the road. We always know that the Ospreys are a fun call. It's also fun to see just that really nice mix of local kids and maybe kids that have relocated from other places that come in here and get to experience soccer in Southern Oregon and get a good education at the same time.
Yeah, big time. A lot of local guys this year. Like you said, the cycle kind of comes and goes. We have big classes that are local, big classes that are non-local, and so we do the best we can to get the right fit, the right guys into the program. And like you said, if this is a building year, we'll take it because we're right in the thick of things.
You bet. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Osprey men's coach Greg Millick. We thank you for stopping by, and looking forward to another good half of soccer and maybe a good result for the women.
Absolutely, 100%. Thanks for having me. It's nice to actually get on the telecast. I always hear everybody else on here, so this is fun.
Now it's your turn.
That's
right.
All
right. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just moments away from the start of the second half. It's scoreless. We'll be back with more for you following these messages on TableRockSports.net.
RCC prepared me for this career path by giving me the tools and experience from my teachers to help guide me where I needed to go, along with the flexibility to choose my own career path. I think the connection between college and success in life is the ability to explore aspects of education that you never thought was possible. So if you're interested in welding, fabrication, or designing, please reach out and contact RCC. I found my path at RCC.
Hi guys, my name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that
All right. Well, looks like they're not messing around in terms of getting this thing going and ready for the start of the second half. You hear the whistle blowing. We'll go ahead and get that for you. The halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Don't forget about Rogue X, great place with splash pads and pools, room for a lot of great activities. Check them out at Rogue X Medford. And then, of course, the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Check out the program guide. Go to playmedford.com and check out all the activities and sports that are available. You'll be glad that you did. Meanwhile, now we've got the Panthers moving from left to right here in the second half. Teams have had their opportunities, not been able to put one in the back of the net yet, but plenty of soccer left to go. Eddie Farrell there, along with Mackenzie Christensen. Erno there over in the corner. Fight for the ball. Still remains in bounds. Erno drops it off for Christensen. Looking for Junker. Now out of the back, Vorberg. Running onto it is Hammerstedt. Sends it back for her keeper. And now RCC has it back. Michaela Peterson looking upfield, a little collision. A little shaken up there. Bello Botero. Foul called on the play. It'll be a free kick for the Ospreys. Hussey along the back line. Swishes it left for Mackenzie Christensen. You can see the Ospreys would love to draw the Panthers back and then send a big through ball upfield. Erno with it. Taps it back. Reagan Hussey tries to thread the needle looking for Bone. Lopez dishes off. Over on the right wing it goes. And over the line for an Osprey goal kick. For over 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon. Whether it's auto or residential glass, Bill's Glass covers the complete spectrum from your vehicle to any room in the house. Upfield it goes. Panther getting ahead on it. Now a battle for the ball between Haiti Farrell and De Los Santos. Murray with it now. Lopez looking right. Picking it up off the turf. Barnes surveys the field. And a little line drive kick. In between a crowd of players, Christensen trying to run onto it. Erno there defensively for the Ospreys. De Los Santos trying to work against Farrell. Threads the needle there. Back to Reagan Hussey. She'll give it a left-footed boot, looking for Yonker. On the move, Murray, but deflected away, cleared out by the Ospreys. Portland with a look, and that'll end up wide of the frame. Melanie Alcantar Lopez with the shot. Christensen, Bone with it. Trying to work between a pair of defenders. Little push and shove. Whistle by the official. The foul called. Free kick. Christensen looking in the direction of Katie Erno. Deflected away. Bell with the inbound. Yonker trying to shake the defender. Farrell. There's Yonker with it now. For Vorberg. Vorberg looking right. Michaela Peterson for Mary Whalen. At least so far here early in the second half, looking like the Ospreys a little bit more on target with their passing. Whalen will take care of the throw. Botero. Bodied up there by the Panther defense. Bone clears it out. And it will be a throw for Portland. Bell with it. Working in traffic, trying to get rid of Farrell. An attempt goes wide right. Rogue Credit Union is proud to partner with Table Rock Sports and the Medford School District on the Touchdown Club again this fall, supporting communities, schools, and the tools to meet your financial needs. Rogue Credit Union. Barnes for Hussey. Man on. Now they're going to deliver over for Katie Erno. Deflecting it away. Grabbing it, Mira Thornton. Erno with the clearance. De Los Santos coming onto it. Bell working in traffic. Farrell deflected off of a Portland defender. Carly Murray on the attack. Farrell managed to keep her feet even after the contact. Whalen trying to mix it up in there. Big boot downfield. Botero going to try to get there. Goalkeeper way off her line. Battle for the ball. Lopez. Try to work it middle. And the attempt saved by Barnes. Punched away, out of bounds. Panthers trying to work it middle. And there to clear it away. Mackenzie Christensen. Bell with the ball, trying to work against Katie Erno. De Los Santos. The center goes, Murray. Ospreys cleared out. Little battle for the ball there. Junker looks like they're still trying to fight for it. Botero there. Whalen. Up the right she goes, looking for Botero. Botero trying to get to the ball, try to keep it in bounds. She gets there in time. And it is deflected away by Portland. Substitution in the match for the Ospreys. Farrell will take a breather into the match. Sophia Source saw a little bit of first half action. Medford is your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find out what's going on. Ball at the middle of the field. Bone there to retrieve it for RCC. Whalen. Peterson will switch fields over to Mackenzie Christensen. Centers it for Hussey. To the right they go to Vorberg. Up the right side, Botero. Now she'll try to run onto this through ball, but it ends up rolling out of bounds. Panther throw. Whalen will let that roll out. It'll be a throw for Rogue. Source with it, taken away by Portland. Lopez on the attack, looking for Bell. Bell in the middle of traffic. She'll work it right. Deflected out. Ospreys awarded the throw. Erno gets control. Hussey. Battle for the ball. Fighting for it was Bone, along with Thornton. Christensen looking for Erno. Murray there toward the middle of the pitch. Murray, Thornton, Lopez, ball's in the air. Vorberg gets it out. Junker can't quite get there in time. Looked like she might have rescued it, but now Erno with it. Upfield it goes. Hammerstedt there for Portland. Katie Erno there with a little pooch kick. Lopez looking for help. Dishes off for Thornton. Thornton met by Vorberg. Battle going on in the corner. Erno up the left wing. Strong boot upfield. Running onto it is Hammerstedt. She'll kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Ospreys. Looks like the Panthers and Coach Bundy have 3 substitutions getting ready to come into the game. Try to see if some fresh legs can get them an advantage. Junker, Source, switches field, but it is broken up. Ilse Balbueno Vasquez, wearing number 18. De Los Santos. Jennifer Valencia over for Bell. Bell defended by Katie Erno. 1v1 battle. Deflected out. It'll be a throw for Portland. And actually, no, they're going to make it a corner kick. Jocelyn De Los Santos will deliver. Kick into traffic. Out in front of the net. Getting a boot on it. Looks like Junker there. Source. The push taken note of by the referee, and it'll be a free kick awarded to RCC. Kick out of the back by Hussey, and now she's there with the header. Ball takes a pair of bouncers. The grounder fielded by Esme Barnes. And she'll boot it away, looking upfield for Yunker. Now we've got a little foot race to the ball going on. Yunker back there. Looks like we also have Tiara Braithwaite there. Source for RCC. Delivers back to Whalen. Whalen. Long kick upfield. And it goes out of bounds. Table Rock Sports thanks our great sponsors, including the John L. Scott Real Estate Scoreboard and our longtime friends from Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon. Throw awarded to the Ospreys. Peterson looking for Source. Source trying to shake the defender. Coming onto the ball, Bell for Portland. But RCC gets it right back. Erno trying to run onto it. She'll work it down the left sideline. And she'll shoot it in the direction of the goal, looking toward the far post. But it ends up sailing out. Katie Erno with a powerful left boot. Was an assistant coach for the Osprey women when they resurrected the program last year. Had plenty of eligibility left. So let's go ahead and take care of that competitive urge and get out there on the pitch and play. Played her high school ball locally at Cascade Christian High School. And also some club ball with the Rogue Valley Timbers. Bell works at middle for her teammate Murray. Mackenzie Christensen. Erno. Little exchange between defenders there, and Bone switches it right. Upfield it goes. And there's Michaela Peterson for RCC. Referee having a little discussion with the Panther defender. Long kick up field. Source trying to get there, as well as Forberg. Murray works to a teammate, but Source able to pick it off. Ospreys work it left. Upfield, Botero. Lays it off for Christensen. Now Reagan Hussey over to the right side. "66 minutes into the match, still plenty of time, and it's a scoreless affair. Who will untie the knot?" Bell working against Christensen. Straight ahead kick misses the frame. It'll be a goal kick for the Ospreys. Today's action is brought to you by the Rogue Valley Transportation District. Need help learning the routes and options available to you? RVTD can help. Visit rvtd.org to learn more. Bone with the rock. Peterson, Vorberg. Vorberg able to maintain control. She has Botero over on the left side. Botero working the middle. She'll go ahead and delivers a long goal. It bounces off the crossbar. She almost buried that one. Vorberg coming out of the match. Looks like I believe that is Katie Christensen coming on for the Ospreys. Murray there to deflect. Peterson, Source. We'll work at left side. Mackenzie Christensen looking for Erno. Erno with the ball, gets control of it. Working, and she'll go ahead and take a shot from the left wing. Thornton will come out for Portland. And returning for the Panthers will be Melanie Alcantar-Lopez. Weiland, little pooch kick there, and lands in the middle of the field. Bone there for RCC. Botero with it. Botero lays it off for Erno. Erno going to try to chase it down. She gets there in time. Little crossing pass. And now Kate Christensen will try to run it down from the right side, but it ends up out of bounds. Throw for the Ospreys, who continue to knock on the door here in the second half. It'll be a corner kick for RCC. Erno will come in to take care of the kick. Katie, dominant with her left foot. So she'll have the good angle there. Try to deliver it into traffic. Whistle blows, the corner kick ends up sailing across, bouncing to the turf, and out of bounds it goes. Traffic on the ball there is Susana Roman Marquez. Try to work it middle. Katie Christensen trying to run it down. Rolls out for the Panther throw. Portland throw, and the ball will be awarded to the Ospreys. Didn't quite catch that there. May have likely been a illegal throw. Erno with the ball, upfield to Botero. Botero shaking and baking in traffic. 1v3, tries to emerge from the crowd. Coming out of the box, there to meet her, Alina Calvert. She'll boot it away. Mackenzie Christensen. Physicality, trying to work there against Elizabeth Valdez. Valdez, number 19, running toward the interior there for Portland Community College. Bone looking upfield, nobody there, likes to boot it out. Portland inbound. Trying to fight for the ball there. Sophia Source from RCC. Roman with the throw. And it'll roll back to Barnes. Barnes looking left. Botero there. Botero against a couple of defenders. Feeds it back out. Source to Erno. Ball up the middle of the field and picking it up is Alina Calvert. Ball in the center. Bone there for RCC. Peterson. They'll go right side. Over there, Katie Christensen working up the sideline. Looking in the general direction of Riley Junker, but that does not materialize. Up the far side of the field, Portland with it. Peterson fighting for the ball. Whalen pokes it out. She'll lay it off, looking for a shot opportunity, but Mackenzie Christian there to deny. Erno to Botero. Feed up field. Comes up just a little bit short. Emerson Monty there. We'll work it middle. Back there defensively, Hussey. There to gum it up for RCC. And out of bounds it'll go. Source comes out of the match. Returning will be Megan Vorberg. Junker looking middle, broken up. Toward the middle of the field it goes. Reagan Hussey there. She looks left wing. Drops it back off for Mackenzie Christensen. Michaela Peterson over to the right side. Katie Christensen manages to keep it in bounds. Deflected away by Portland. I'll switch it. Over here is Mackenzie Christensen. Delivers up the middle to Whalen. Katie Erno there, as well as Botero. Botero. Erno with a foot on it. deflecting it. Whalen lands on the chest of her opposite, Emerson Monty there. Whalen trying to get there. Control, momentarily at least, by Portland as RCC gets it back. Struggle for the ball. Comes out. Taken by Murray and the Panthers. De Los Santos trying to work against Whalen. Whalen will clear it out. And letting it roll will be Emerson Monty. They'll bring on a sub to the Panthers. A little bit of pinball action going on. Panther throw. Whalen with the header for the Ospreys. This will roll in the direction of Barnes. Barnes with the look up field. She'll give it a ride. Riley Junker and Bella Botero there. Junker now running onto it is Botero. Botero on the right side. Going to take a long look toward the goal. Wide left it goes. Less than 10 minutes left to go, and we're still scoreless. So for each team, all they need is one. Serving Southern Oregon for over 30 years, Medford Mattress has a huge selection of adjustable pressure relief mattresses. We got a battle going on over there on the right side. They've got mattresses to help you rediscover sleep. Medford Mattress, for quality is not costly. Up the right side, Vorberg with it. Delivers for a teammate. Looking for Junker. Calvert clears it out. Substitution on for the Ospreys. Katie Christensen comes out of the match. Adi Farrell will return. Upfield it goes. Foot race to the ball. Monty and Junker trying to fight for it. Whalen inbounding for Emma Bone. Bone out of Crater High School in Central Point. one of several players local to Southern Oregon in today's match. Mackenzie Christensen upfield. Erno gets there. Pokes it to Botero. Botero shakes De Los Santos. Erno runs onto it. She'll make a run towards the net, and they're going to call offsides. Alina Calvert. She'll take care of the goal kick. Erno will deflect it away. It'll be an inbound for the Panthers. Inbounding will be Lauren Bell. RCC trying to fight for the ball. Kick back in the direction of the net. Taken away by Esme Barnes. Upfield she goes. Goes from Whalen to Peterson. Over to the left side. And it'll be a throw for the Panthers. Moved out of the back by Erno. Botero there to run onto it. Broken up by Portland Panther. Farrell tries to get there, working against Bell. Little collision there. De Los Santos working against Katie Erno. She wins that battle. And deflected off of De Los Santos. Osprey throw here. Erno works it back. Christensen. Christensen back there along with Thornton, and they say it was Christensen that touched it last. Sub in the game for the Panthers. Bell takes care of the throw. Peterson tries to work it out. There is Lopez for Portland. Works at middle. Bone is there. Upfield they go, and trying to run onto it and get control of it is Monty. Kick shanked out of bounds. Panthers, and it goes. Ball cleared away. Whistle and a foul called, and it looks like we're going to have our first booking of the day. So a free kick for Portland. Can't tell from the jersey whether that's Hammerstead or maybe that's Trinidad with it. That's Hammerstead. Panthers will have a look, come away empty-handed, and it'll be Barnes with the goal kick. Kenzie Christensen now for Farrell. They exchange. Ball upfield. There to try to break it up is Tiara Braithwaite. Right side, Vorberg. Vorberg trying to weave away from the defender. Farrell there, going to work it up the right side. Whalen trying to run onto it. Can't get there in time. Send the ball back to the goalkeeper. Lofts it upfield. Bone there. And now here's Thornton, Mira Thornton, upfield. But Hussey back there for the Ospreys. Trying to work a pass toward the middle. And out of bounds it'll go. Christensen now for Botero. Botero. And they call the offsides against RCC. Calvert. Christensen capturing the deflection. Botero. And the give back to Hussey, who's looking toward the middle of the field. There is Haiti Farrell. Bone with it now. And the whistle blows. And the Panthers and the Ospreys play to a scoreless draw.
How you doing, man?
So with the result, the Ospreys go to 3-1-1 in regional play. And for Portland, their record will go to 2-2-1. We'll take a quick timeout, and then we'll return with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show. That will follow these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download the Try Us app.
Here we go.
U.S. Cellular works great out here. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Yep, it's working.
Download the U.S. Cellular Try Us app for a free 30-day trial.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
RCC provides a unique learning education experience where they don't just teach you the head knowledge so that you come out understanding your craft, but they also give you the hands-on experience where you can end up mastering your craft. Taking the first step is the best thing that you could do for your life. So contact RCC today, schedule a tour so that you can begin your journey so that your dreams can become your reality as well. I found my path at RCC.
let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your
We thank you for joining us today for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign post-game show. The two teams playing to a scoreless draw, and I suppose the consolation you take, even if probably for the competitors involved, they say a tie is very unsatisfying. Nonetheless, 1 point is better than 0. So with that, the Ospreys in regional play, their record goes to 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. So they're right there in the thick of it, be right behind Chemeketa. And they will next be in action coming up on Saturday, and we'll have that for you on TableRockSports.net. The match will get underway at 12 o'clock, and we will have that here for you. RCC coming up. They'll be taking on Southwestern. That game will get underway again at 12 o'clock, and that'll be right here at Gary H. Wheeler Field. Well, we thank you for joining us. I'd like to thank RCC Athletic Director Christine Nelson for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. And our special thanks to head coaches Bundy and Wilmot. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it is RCC 0, Portland Community College 0. This has been a presentation of TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With cameraman Johnny McCoy, I'm Jim McCoy saying thank you for watching and have a good day from Lithia Driveway Fields in Medford, Oregon.